the thing. I don't want to be one of those people who constantly hates on Disney's attempts this century to create the next big teen pop sensations. I'm not one of those who insists that the mouse should only be restricted to making Mickey and Donald shorts and princess movies. Hell, it's not like Disney hasn't had live-action sensations before. Remember something called the Mickey Mouse Club? Which featured a bunch of singing kids that included one by the name of Annette, who would go on to sing with the Beach Boys and the Monkey's Uncle? Or when they brought that show back in the 90s and it introduced us to a couple of kids named Justin and Brittany? The point is, it's not simply that the Disney Channel in the 2000s was being used to make tween shows and movies all about pop stars. It's just how completely in their face they were about it, with how blatantly auto-tuned everything was, and how they kept having said stars try to create their own pop lingo, like if Valley Girl was created by Clear Channel. And none might have been so blatant about it than the 2003 precursor to Hannah Montana, the Cheetah Girls. Produced with the financial backing of Whitney Houston, the movie was when the mouse clearly saw former Cosby Show child star Raven-Symoné as the next big thing, as it premiered the same year as her own series, That's So Raven. Is this thing gonna be truly outrageous in a good or bad way? Let's get it started. We open with, well, I'll give this movie one thing over the last one I reviewed. They jump right out of the gate here. We have the eponymous Cheetah Girls outright mugging the fourth wall as they perform at someone's birthday party, I guess. And am I supposed to believe a group that started out so incredibly small like this is going to hit the big time? Shut up!
Maybe we're not ready for the talent show audition tomorrow. Chanel, listen to me. You finally hit that high C in the second chorus. Never happened before. I think that's a sign that we're ready.
And trust me, I get visions. Oh, come on! You really thought I wasn't going to make a That So Raven's joke at some point? So in addition to Raven's front girl character Galleria, we have Kylie Williams as Aqua, Adrienne Bailon as Chanel, and Sabrina Bryan as Dorinda. And they're all looking toward auditioning for their school's big talent show in one day's time. The band started with just Galleria and Chanel, who recruited the other two to basically become the female NSYNC. Of course, they have to deal with their own little foibles. Aqua is basically a Karen Walker in training, right down to not wanting to ride the subway where the underground people are. Meanwhile, it appears Dorinda doesn't want her fellow cheetahs to know she's been working at a janitor as the community center. With all that, it's relatively tame that Chanel's mother seems more occupied with her new boyfriend than her daughter's aspirations, and Galleria's mom actually wants her to think about real life and actual responsibilities. But it's like their moms are the only ones who don't care, because these two can just start strutting their stuff on any street corner and have the entire block in their hands. Basically, someone Disney-fied fame. 20 years after Kids Incorporated already did it. Of course, they pass their audition, and in comes this alum-turned-record producer called Jackal Johnson. See, everyone here has a stupid name. I can't use the Biff Tannen gag here. And he says he'll coach the girls to help them win the show. Too bad he's getting blocked by Mommy. I wonder where all this is going to go. However, Galleria's father convinces Mommy to let them bring in Jackal, but of course Mommy is still all over everything they want to do. Predatory agent versus helicopter parent. It's the alien versus predator of the music industry. Though let's face it, that's probably the most unrealistic thing in the whole movie. We have the parent of an up-and-coming musical star who actually does want to look out for her kid's safety and not just profit off her. Oh yeah, this definitely came out before we knew what Britney's family was really like. And of course, now that she has the big talent agent that she always wanted, Galleria is quickly morphing into J-Lo level of ego. Wait a minute. we have an up-and-coming band of teen girls looking to hit the big time with this major record producer that everyone but them can tell is crooked as frack, and the front girl is turning into the biggest egomaniac this side of Mariah Carey. Does this sound familiar in any way? Really, you can almost guess point for point what is going to happen next. Will the girls be in danger of breaking up? Check. Chanel begins to worry that her mother is going to move them to Paris to be with the boyfriend. Meanwhile, Dorinda gets the chance at a paying dance gig at the community center that would make her have to leave the Cheetahs. What's next? How about the band being made to take on a new image they don't like at all? Check. Jackal recommends the Cheetahs actually go full Milli Vanilli with lip syncing, and of course Galleria is aghast at this. This is what drives the other girls to finally say they're tired of Galleria's attitude, and she storms off thinking they're taking Jackal's deal. So now everyone is broken up and miserable, so what can possibly happen to bring them all back together?
Toto! Toto, come here! Toto! Toto, stop! Toto? Oh, Toto!
Oh no. No, you are seriously not going there.
Let him hear you.
Are you ready for a crazy ride?
That's it. That's it.
On your own, it ain't right. Something's gotta give.
That's it. He's moving. He's moving. Come on, faster.
Yes, people! They all come back together to save Galleria's dog, who of course is named Toto, and their singing is what allows him to be rescued. Who needs insulin? So everyone makes up, they tell Jackal to go jump in the river even after he apologized for trying to change their image. They win the talent show, and everything is all set up for the sequel. The end. Okay, this wasn't a terrible movie, but it's just that we've seen this story so many times before. And it does come off as hypocritical and disingenuous for a major entertainment company to make a story about the dangers of kids in the entertainment industry, especially when it's so sanitized compared to some of the real horrors that have happened, and extra especially when it's from Disney, whose track record with child stars ain't exactly the best outside of Hilary Duff. This thing's still got 2 sequels, and maybe we'll look at them one day. But not anytime soon, because I think I'm done with DCOMs for the time being. In fact, I think I'm gonna need to take a break from these Patreon Rowdy reviews altogether. I'll try to find some other good stuff for all of you who've donated for all this time. But for now, see you next time on TV Trash, I guess.